Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 6 maths and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter probability, and the lessons we're going to cover today are factorials, permutations, combinations, and probability of one event. So please make sure you must have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? So let's just start with the first lesson, that is factorials from the chapter probability. Here I'm on grade 6 maths. Chapter we're working on is probability. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is factorials, right? So first of all, we're going to see the definition of the factorial. So what is the definition of the factorial? You can note down the definition. I'm going to write down the definition on the board. The product of all positive numbers positive integers less than or equal to a given positive integer, and denoted by that integer and an exclamation mark. Basically, that is the definition of the factorial, the product of all positive numbers less than and equal to, not or, right? Equal to a given positive integer and denoted by that integer and an exclamation mark, right? Basically, the number looks like that is 3 factorial, right? So you can explain 3 factorial as you need to multiply all the numbers that are less than 3 and equal to 3. 3 must include, you have to do 3 times 2 times 1, right? So 3 times 2 times 1 equal 3 times 2 is 6, that is 6. So that is written as the number followed by an exclamation mark. Got it? So that is 3 times 2 equal 6. So the correct option is 6, right? That is the factorial of the 3. So 3 factorial equals 6. Got it? Now let's just start with the lesson. You are given 5 factorial. So 5 factorial means you have to do 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. All the numbers that are less than 5 and equal to 5, you have to find their product, right? 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, that is 120. Got it? Now let's just start with the test questions. So factorial means you have to multiply all the smaller numbers until 1 and equal to 1. Again, you have 5 factorial, right? So 5 factorial means you have to evaluate 5 and all the numbers until that are less than 5. You have to find their product, right? So their product must equals 120. 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 3 is 60, 60 times 2 is 120. So the correct option is 120. Got it? 5 factorial equals 120. The last option is the correct option. So the correct option is 120. Okay, the next one is 3 factorial. So 3 factorial equals, which is the correct option? Yes, 3 factorial equals 6 it is. The correct option is 6. Very good. The next one is evaluate. You have to evaluate 4 factorial. So 4 factorial equals 6 it is. The correct option is 24, right? 4 times 3 times 2 is 24. The correct option is 24. The next one is evaluate 2 factorial. So 2 factorial equals the correct option is 2, right? 2 factorial equals 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. 5 factorial equals, five factorial equals 120 it is, right? You have to do 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. So that is 120, right? Okay, the next one is 4 factorial. So 4 factorial equals, 4 factorial equals, yes, the correct option is 24. 4 factorial equals 24. The correct option is 3 factorial equals, The correct option is 6. 3 factorial equals 6. The correct option is 6. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, and the next lesson is option is 6. The next lesson is permutations. Let's just start with the next lesson, that is permutations. So what are the permutations? Let's just start with an example, right? Paula, a competitive athlete, is figuring out which races to sign up for the next year. There are many types of the races to choose from, including okay, including sprint, sprintathlons and double century rides. If Paula signs up to complete one of each type, in how many different orders could she complete them? So basically you have to find how many orders, right? So whenever we have to calculate the orders, but how can we calculate the orders? She can do 2 factorial because she have only two types, the sprint triathlon and double sensory ride. So you have to calculate, whenever you have to calculate the orders, you simply have to evaluate the factorial. You have to evaluate 2 factorial. So 2 factorial equals to, that means she can do like this. First she can do A and B, then the other order is she can do B first and then A. So Paula can complete the races into two different orders, right? Basically, the thing is you need to calculate the permutations. Permutation means you have to calculate different orders, right? Whenever you need to calculate the different orders, you have to calculate the factorials, right? Okay. Jennifer is excited about the school picnic. She wants to sign up for the Human Knot Challenge, the Egg and Spoon race, the target toss, the hula hoop contest, and the wheelbarrow race. Yeah, she have one, two, three, four, five options, right? If she has to rank these activities in order of preferences, in how many different orders could she rank them? So, so that means you have to evaluate, you have to calculate different orders. You have five activities to do. That means you need to evaluate 5 factorial, right? So 5 factorial equals 5 factorial equals 120. So the correct option is 100. That means she can do these 5 activities in 120 different orders. So the correct option is 120. Got it? Okay, the next one is students in a music history class are giving presentations on two different periods. In how many orders could periods be presented? So which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 2 factorial equals 2. That means she can do in two different orders. The correct option is 2. A magician is preparing for a show by A magician is preparing for a show by unpacking her box of props. She will need three different props for the show. In how many different orders can they be unpacked? So which is the correct option? three different props she have, right? So that means you need to calculate 3 factorial. So 3 factorial equals, the correct option is, the correct option is, yes, it is 6, right? The correct option is 6. Okay, the next one is, a grocery store wants to place a row of candy at the checkout counter. If the cashier has one box of each peppermint stick, taffy, gummy worms, and fizzing candies, in how many different orders can the candy be arranged? So, which is the correct option? So, you have, I think, four options. You have peppermint sticks, taffy, gummy worms, and yes, you have four. You need to calculate 4 factorial. So, 4 factorial equals, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 24, right? 4 factorial equals 24. So the correct option is 24. So basically, you have, whenever you have to calculate the orders, you have to calculate simply the, you need to calculate simply the factorial, right? Whatever options you are given, you need to calculate their factorial, right? Like for this one, a candy shop is unveiling a new line of candies made with real fruit juice. The candies will be available in apricot, banana, nectarian, grapefruit, and plum flavors. You have one, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means you need to calculate 5 factorial. So you have 5 factorial different orders to um, uh, so the correct option is 120, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is combinations. Let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, Jackie is planning her workout. She can walk or run. For each activity, she can go into the valley, around the lake, over the hills, or through the woods. How many different combinations does Jackie have to choose from? So, which is the correct option? Okay, so how many? Okay, now you have to see the combinations, not the orders, right? You have to see how many different combinations you have, right? So first of all, you can walk or run. Two options here, and you can go to valley, around the lake, over the hills, and through the woods. You have four options here, right? So that means the total choices you can make is 2 times 4 equals 8. Now you don't need to calculate the factorials. You have to find the combinations, not the orders, right? So the difference between the combinations and the permutation is in the permutations you have to see the orders, but in the here you have to see the combinations, right? So for the combination you simply have to multiply. Let's just start with the test questions. Dina is planning her day. This morning she can pay bills or meet with a teacher. So she can do two things, right? One of them is either she can pay bills or meet with teachers. Two options here. For lunch, she can have a sandwich, a salad, soup, or tacos. Four options here. Given these choices, how many different combinations does Dina have to choose from? So you have to choose the combinations, right? Not the order. So for the combinations, you have to simply multiply the choices you have. You have to do 2 times 4. Yes, the correct option is 8. Got it? So the correct option is 8. Very good. Okay, the next one is Robert is Robert is planning the menu for a dinner party. He wants to serve one dish and one main salad. So two choices here, right? For main dish, he can have pizza or vegetable skewers. For the salad, Robert knows how many spinach salad, potato salad, fruit salad, coleslaw, or macaroni salad. How many different menu combinations can Robert serve? Which is the correct option? Two choices for the main dish and five for the two times five. It is yes. The correct option is 10. Very good. The correct option is 10. Okay, the next one is picking out a new skateboard. The board can be dark brown or tan, and the wheels can be yellow, orange, or green. The diesel on the skateboard can be star, a tiger, a lightning bolt, a bear, or an eagle. All of the decals come in bright blue, silver, gold, or navy blue. How many different combinations does one show to choose from? Have to choose from. Okay, hold on. So many choices. Dark brown or tan, two from here. The wheels can be yellow, orange, or green, three from here. Then for the skateboard, star, tiger, lightning bolt, five from here. And for the decals, you have one, two, three, four. Right? So the numbers are two, three, four, and five. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 3 is 60, and 60 times 3 is 120. 60 times 2 is 120. So the correct option is 120 combinations total he have, right? So the correct option is 120. Got it? Megan is planning her day at the beach. This afternoon, she can dig for clams, collect seashells, go for a swim, or fly a kite. For dinner, she can go to the pizza place, the hamburger joint, the fish restaurant, and the crab shake. Given these choices, how many different combinations does Megan have to choose from? So, which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 16. Four choices for dinner and four choices for the activities on the beach. So that is 16. The correct option is 16, right? So I think now you must know the difference between the combinations and the permutations, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is probability of one event. Now we're going to learn how do we calculate the probability of one event, right? Okay, let's just start with an example. You pick a card at random, right? Okay, you are given some cards. They are green and orange. You have to calculate the probability of pink. So what is the probability of pink? Which is the correct option? You have only two cards with two colors, the green and orange. You do not have any card with pink color. How what then what is the probability of pink? Obviously zero, because you don't have any pink card, any card that is pink. So the correct option is zero. The probability of pink is zero. Let's just start with the test questions. You pick a card at random. What is the probability of greater than 6? Okay, so the total cards we have is 4, right? And the total outcomes, that means 4. And the numbers that are greater than 8. 6 is not greater than 6. 6 is not included. These are the two numbers that are greater than 6. So the probability of greater than 6 is 2 by 4, right? Because two numbers are greater than 6 and out of the 4. So that means the probability is 1 out of 2. The total outcomes are 4 and 2 are them that are greater than 6. The correct option is 1 over 2. The probability is 1 over 2, right? The correct option is 1 over 2. You flip a coin. What is the probability of tails? Which is the correct option? So whenever you flip a coin, you have only two options, the head or the tail, right? So the probability of tail is the total outcomes are 2 and the probability of tail is 1. So the probability is 1 over 2. The correct option is very good. That is 1 over 2. Okay, the next one is you spin the spinner once. What is the probability of pink? So which is the correct option? You have to calculate the value in the percentage. Calculate the probability, divide it and multiply it by the 100, right? So which is the correct option? You can see the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. The total outcome, the total portions are 8, right? And 7 of them are uh, pink. So do 7 by 8 and multiply it by the 100, right? Because you have to write down the answer in the percentage form. So that is 87.5%. The correct option is 87.5. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option. 87.5% is the correct option. You spin the spinner once. What is the probability less than 6? Simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or whole number. So which is the correct option? Less than 6. Okay, let's see how many the total numbers on the spinner are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the numbers that are less than 7, less than 6. 1, 2, 3. So the probability is 3 over 7, right? The correct option is 3 over 7. The correct option is 3 over 7, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. You roll a six-sided die. What is the probability less than 6? The correct option is less than 6. You have 5 numbers that are less than 6, right? So the probability is 5 over 6. The last option is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is you pick a card at random. What is the probability of blue? Which is the correct option? Probability of blue. There are 8 cards. One of the feet. Yes, This one is blue, the other one are purple. You're right. I thought the other two are also blue. So I was thinking the answer must be 3 by 8. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Color blind I am, I must say. Okay, we are working on the chapter. We're working on the grade 6 math. The chapter we're working on is probability. And the lessons we have covered today are factorials, permutations, combinations, and probability of one event, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. Right? So if you have any questions related to the lesson we've just finished, you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions you have? Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.